doing last class, let us do. Before that, let's do Omkara 3 times. Let's sit comfortably with our eyes closed. Let's on switch on our videos. Eyes closed, but videos on. And for now, we will stop this sharing. Okay. So let's take a normal deep breath in and breathe out. One more joyful deep breath in and breathe out. Now breathe in for Omkara. Going down to lotus feet of Gurudev. And with blessings of Maharshi Parashara and all the sages who have given us this knowledge, let's continue our studies. Okay. So, what did we do in our previous class? Put it in group that we have started. You have to inform people or come join. Next time we'll keep 50,000 for the class. Then full attendance after paying.
Bhaiya, I have a out of syllabus doubt from last class.
Yes, ma.
In Rahul Gandhi's chart, Guru was within the bracket. Why?
So Guru was within the bracket.
Huh.
That's his problem. His Guru is always in the bracket, so he cannot come up with any wisdom. He's not able to come out of it. Bracket means retrograde. That means retrograde is a kind of emotion. I think I already explained this, no? Retrograde motion today.
Yeah.
You have to tell me if I have already explained. No need to
Yes.
repeat. So
You had told.
So in Rahul Gandhi's chart, Guru was going backwards when he was born. He should have gone backwards, but yeah. Very interesting. Not seen a guy who is more high than him all the time. You should see what he smokes. Quite a potent stuff. Anyway, we'll get to know all that in the chart. So, what are we discussing in the previous discussions?
Studied India's chart.
And what are we supposed to do now?
Discuss Drishti, and probably we'll have to discuss friendship and enmity.
Friendship and enmity. Oh. You know, I like this after some 8 to 10 classes. Only the ones who really want to continue learning will stay back. So it's fun. So, friendship and enmity. Should we take out the slide so that it helps us? Okay, let me open it. I think we should have a one-day session, Suma. It's been long. I can take from here itself online. Full online 1-day session.
Basics, Anna.
Basic. This aligning with grahas.
Okay, Anna. Very
It's been long, no? Already.
okay. We'll plan, Anna.
Yeah, we'll plan and we'll take. One-day session, everybody will come. One day I can learn Jyotisha, finish it, and start reading charts and make money out of it. That's the level of escalation happens in mind. Okay, where are the enemies?
25.
Yeah, here is the one. So there you go. You can see all the enemies and so you see, for each graha, some are mitra, some are sama, and some are shatru. Mitra are the ones who are, in English, friends. Sama is, doesn't matter. Shatru is, I don't like this guy. Yeah. So what happens for Surya? Who are the ones who are friends? Now you may ask me, what is the point of all this? You see, again, we always take grahas like human beings, how we are. Rather, what we are is because of what the grahas are. Some of the energies really go well together. Some of the energies don't go so well together. So what are the energies that don't go well together? They are the shatrus. Those who don't bother, his presence doesn't matter at all. You see, sometimes it happens. You go to a party. It's a best example. You go to a party, there is some one or two people whom you really like to talk to. You go to them and then say, hello, how are you? What's happening? And most of the time, others are like, it doesn't matter. Then there is one or two people whom you are avoiding. You don't want to. Especially those uncles and aunties who are forcing you to get married if you are unmarried. These are the people whom you want to avoid a lot. Shrikant is smiling a lot. What pa? Experience. Yeah. So, those are your shatrus. In the same way, for grahas also, some of the energies go well together. Some of them don't go. So, for each graha, we can map these. For Surya, who are the ones which go along well? Chandra, Mangala, and Guru. This is a no-brainer. All these are, what do you call? High-class people. In the cabinet, they are the ones on the top, no? Top of the pyramid. With Surya, you have, Chandra, who is the queen. Guru, who is the minister. Are you able to understand this? Now you see, for Surya, what is Surya? Now, if you want to understand much more in a more deeper way, Surya is about decision-making, identity. Correct? Those who support in that process of identification will be his friends. Yes or no? Those who really give trouble in identification, they are shatrus. For Surya. Now, Chandra, emotions, very strong identity. When you get emotions, what do you say? Oh, my emotion. Very strong. Right? Yes or no? And you get to identify it very strong. Your identity becomes much more strong with that. And also, wisdom helps in identifying the right thing, take the right decision. Guru is very, very important for Surya. Without Guru, Surya becomes very difficult to take decisions. Now, intellect is always confusing Surya. Intelligence is something which is kind of, it comes with, it's always question mark, which Surya doesn't like. Surya likes decisiveness. Are you able to understand this? Surya doesn't like confusion. Surya's energy is not something which is confusing. It's all about decision. Correct. Now, you come to these two people, Shukra and Shani. First, we will take up Shani. It is very easy. Shani is all about non-identity. Nothing. That's why Seva is associated with Shani. Because when you do Seva, even your left hand and right hand will not know that you have done it. That is the way it is said. When you do Dana, your left hand would not know that your right hand has done Dana. Unfortunately, nowadays you go to temples, you can see, all those steps which you walk on will be named after somebody who has given money for that step. I can't believe. Your identity is being trampled upon every day by thousands and lakhs of devotees. How is that? Maybe, you did Seva and your identity is being stamped upon. That's what Shani wants. So there is, Shani's energy and Surya's energy are totally opposite. Surya wants everything to be identified. Shani wants nothing to be identified. Surya gives order. He doesn't do anything much. But Shani is all about doing. He doesn't give order. He takes orders. He'll act upon the, But the primary problem with this is Surya is all about identity and Shani is all about non-identity. Are you able to understand this? So they both don't match at all. That's why in the whole scene of planets, Surya and Shani are considered to be the most opposite, the biggest of the enemies. And a lot of people who have Surya and Shani in their chart, it's very clear. They are kind of stuck. The feeling of stuck will come in that particular house. Eyes closed, you can say, the moment you see Surya and Shani together or looking at each other, they are stuck. 10th house, Surya, Shani, always stuck at work. Something or the other comes and they feel stuck. All these things, you can just go out and say 100%, no doubt about it. I have seen more than 5,000 charts. And I have not gone wrong even once with this. So immediately you can say, stuck with decision making. And finally, whoever is strong, that will happen. If Surya is strong, that will happen. But then the work will get affected because Shani is unhappy. If Shani is strong, Shani's thing will happen, but Surya indecisiveness will come. This keeps going down. Okay? You got the idea? So that's why Surya and Shani don't go very well together.
Surya and Shani in 12th house together.
You feel stuck always in your expenditures, vyaya, not just about money. And also you always feel like, oh, I'm losing all the time, not gaining all the time. Also in spirituality, you may feel stuck in spiritual progress. You need strong guru's help. And even the story also is like that. Surya and Shani, it is so beautiful. So Surya is so, bright. His wife, I forgot the name, who went off. What's her name, ma?
Chaya.
No. Chaya is the replacement.
Sandhya.
So she gets so of, that Surya's energy she cannot take, that is so bright. She goes off. She says, eh. But she cannot leave Surya like that. What she does, she will put a copy of her. And that copy is called Chaya. Now, Chaya means what? Shadow. And shadow won't get affected. She can manage. And through their combination comes Shani. And seeing Shani, immediately Surya knows this is something wrong. Surya is all super handsome, like, you know, who is the happening hero right now? I don't watch movies anymore, so I don't know. But Shani doesn't look anything like Surya. He gets angry and he gets to know. That's when their enmity starts. He doesn't treat Shani well. And Shani doesn't like because he doesn't treat him and his mother well. Are you able to understand this? Any object where Surya falls on that object, behind them always is accompanied by whom?
Chaya.
Shadow, Chaya. Getting my point? So you cannot get rid of it. They're always there. So they don't like each other at all. Now coming to Shukra. Now Shukra, ideally speaking, Surya doesn't have much enmity with him directly. It is more of an indirect enmity with Shukra. He supports all these Rakshasas. Now, the one who is supposed to guide you is going and guiding the enemy. How do you feel? Who is supposed to help you in taking decisions is going and guiding the enemy. So, oh, you do like this now. What will happen? And also, there is much more deeper meaning to it. Shukra is all about materialistic gains. Shukra says that why you should not have, you should gain, you should have materialistic, that is also creation itself, you should have. Surya is associated with Atma. It's called Atma Karaka. The one who keeps you away from your Atma is something which Surya will not like. Shukra's energy is stopping you from realizing what Surya is. When you get caught up in desires of materialistic things, you don't really associate what Surya is. You can't understand what Surya is telling. So that's one of the reasons, again, Surya doesn't like. That energy doesn't match. See, basically, it's energy not matching. So these two don't go very well with Surya. Next, Chandra. Now, for Chandra, there is no enemy at all. For mind, there is no much enemy. But friends are Surya and Buddha. Intellect and what? Identity.
Identity.
Now you see, that's what I told you. Emotions very strongly associated with identity. They go hand in hand a lot. Have you observed this? Every time you get some emotions, you're so attached to it. You feel it's your emotion. That strong association with emotion is there. Yeah. That's why you're not able to get rid of it. Now, for example, this t-shirt, if something happens to it, I'll just throw it off and buy a new one. But when I get sad, can I just throw the sadness off like that? That strong association that I identify with this emotion, it will not allow. It's like bubble gum. It won't get off. So Chandra is very happy with Surya because he is getting identity through Surya. And Chandra is also very emotional about his analysis. You see, whenever somebody is talking with lot of logic, they have a lot of emotion associated with that logic that they are right. The emotional part is always strongly associated with the logic. The other way will not happen. A logical guy will not feel emotion is logical. They always feel it is illogical. Have you observed that? You see the beautiful connection between these energies. Emotions, they're very strong with your logic. If somebody don't agree with your logic, emotions will be very, is hurt. Are able to understand this? But the moment emotions are hurt, logic doesn't bother much. Whenever you get emotional, have you ever seen logic coming in? But when your logic is hurt, emotion comes in. Have you observed this? You go out on a discussion with someone, you are presenting your point of view, and the other person is presenting their point of view. When your logic is not being accepted, you get angry. That emotion starts coming out. But then you become emotional, logic doesn't come to your brain at all. Logic doesn't come to your consciousness. Have you observed this? So what happens? Emotion likes logic a lot. It's a friend. But logic really doesn't bother about emotions. So Buddha is intellect and Chandra is mind. Chandra likes Buddha. But Buddha, if they would have had logic, they would have not had that emotions at all in the first place. Huh? Emotion is, oh, I love this t-shirt. How can I get rid of this? Even if it is torn, it is my t-shirt. I love it. Logic is not coming up there. If logic comes up, then immediately I say, hey, there are so many other t-shirts like this. Then I'll throw it off. You got the idea? So that's why Chandra is a friend of Buddha. But Buddha doesn't like Chandra at all. You can see Chandra now is Shatru for Buddha. But for Chandra, Buddha is what you say? Friend, Mitra. Rest others are all Sama. For emotions, all other things are okay. They are there. Not that so much. The intensity of the activity of that energy is Sama in all the other ones. These are all ideal situations, by the way. Depending on your chart, it may increase, decrease, everything can happen. You got the idea? Good. Next is Mangala. For Mangala, Surya, Chandra, Guru are friends. Mangala's energy is what?
Protective.
War. Protective.
Protection, war, and all this. You know, those who are very strong with Mangala, have you seen them doing any reasoning? They are fighting. Two people are fighting, you go and tell, some reasoning you tell. They say, go, who will listen to you? Are able to understand this? When somebody is very angry and fighting, what do you say? Hey, put some sense into his brain. Put some intellect, let his intellect work. Yes or no? One thing Mangala doesn't really like, that force and then that power of protection is when it goes into your head, Mangala, you cannot understand any logic. Are you able to understand? So Mangala doesn't like Buddha. He's an enemy. But then Mangala likes the decisive action of Surya, which he requires. They are in the part of the cabinet. Mangala, emotions are good for Mangala. They use it for their advantage. Emotions are used for their advantage. You see, when that bad event happened, horrible event happened in Kashmir, all our soldiers became very powerful. That emotions made them very powerful. The whole country's emotions went up and everybody wanted to fight. Did you observe this? Even you would have felt it. All of a sudden, you would have never seen what is a aircraft, fighter jet in your life. You are telling now bomb Pakistan. Emotions flared up. They're very important. Now, Guru is kind of a guy who all cabinet members like. Because only with Guru's strong influence, all these people can go in the right direction. They know that. See, awareness is there for these grahas that wisdom will help them in going forward in the right direction. These energies. That's why wisdom, they give a lot of value. You should be aware, no, that wisdom is useful. You go and tell Osama bin Laden, hey, hello, you listen, what is a good thing? He's dead anymore. If you want to go, you have to go up and talk to him. But no, that wisdom will not go to his brain. So none of these people like. So other people come in. The other grahas. Rahu Ketu become very strong. Anyway, so your Mangala. Shukra, Shani are Sama. Passion is also good for Mangala, so it really doesn't matter too much. But at the same time, they use passion, but not so much. Activity is also Sama. Shani is also Sama for them. They do follow orders, but at the same time, they take decisions at times. So it is kind of in the middle, here and there. Are you able to understand this? Then who else? Next, Buddha, Surya and Shukra are, a lot of food you get for intellect, especially in the understanding of material world. What will you analyze, you tell me? You can analyze only when there are two. When there is one, you cannot analyze anything. Analysis happens when there is two. This could be little more, deeper to understand, because in Vedanta, if you go, the ultimate existence is only one. There is no two. The moment Dvaita comes, there is two. So you have now analysis because there are two. You can compare, you can analyze. Are you able to understand? But the whole point of analysis is to understand that one. So the intellect want to get that ultimate truth answer. That's why it keeps analyzing. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why do you analyze? You want to get into that ultimate truth. And that ultimate truth is only coming from Surya. Again, Atmakaraka. So Buddha likes Surya. He always wants to attain, understand, analytically. That's why even in spirituality, a lot of people want to logically understand things. You say there is, Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira and Karana Sharira. First thing is show me. Proof. Analyze. Getting my point? You want logic to attain that. So logic is always wanting to understand the ultimate truth, but not possible. But it likes it. Keep putting that effort all the time. So for Buddha, for intellect, Surya is very, it's like a friend. And also for Buddha, there needs to be more things to analyze. So Shukra is all about this materialistic world. So Buddha has full on, it's like a playground for Buddha when Shukra is there. That energy makes him full passionately, he can analyze anything you want. Intellect is all about analyzing. Correct? You got the idea? Then Mangala, Guru and Shani are Sama for Buddha. For intellectual people, they'll somehow find a way to, neutralize through intellect. If you say wisdom also, they're like too intellectual, they'll not like, okay. Even during all this passionate exchange of words happening in the time of war also, these intellectual people will be like, they'll be analyzing why this has happened. They'll not really get into that rage of Mangala. So that is not something which they relate to. So it's Sama for them. Shani also, not too much of action. They want to have a logic for action to happen. So it's Sama again. But one thing which they don't like is, Buddha doesn't like is Chandra, emotions. I told you. When you are very logical and you see somebody crying, you scold them, hey, you have any brains or what? Why are you crying? For that stupid stuff you want to cry? So there is a mismatch of energy there from Buddha's side to Chandra. Any doubts till here? Shall we move further quickly? Next is Guru. Guru is wisdom, the ultimate treasure. For that, Surya, Chandra and Mangala are very helpful. For that energy to blossom, definitely Surya, why not? That is the ultimate wisdom he wants to propagate. And that bhava is required to understand that. That's why a lot of people, who are into this devotional path of spirituality, they're very, they're very strongly associated. And Guru likes that wisdom. Connection to the divine is very high with emotions. But here the emotions is different when Guru is involved. Not your bad emotions. It's more about that connection with the divine. So emotions are not bad for Guru. And Mangala, the one who can protect, give that fire of protection to wisdom. So Guru likes. Not a problem there. Shani is Sama. There's nothing bad or good about it. But Buddha and Shukra, Guru really doesn't go along with. What is happening here? Buddha is all about analyzing. Too much of intellectual things, you cannot really understand what Guru is telling. Guru is beyond intellect. Wisdom goes beyond intellect, then you cannot understand. So, though so much of analysis, Guru is not happy with that energy. And then Shukra. No doubt that they both are opposite to each other. Shukra knows everything, but he propagates materialistic wisdom, materialistic knowledge. But Guru knows everything, but talks about wisdom for reaching ultimate truth. It's like they both are talking absolutely opposite to each other. Shukra is telling something else and Guru is telling something else altogether. Just like Surya and Shani, they are opposites. They don't go along at all. So this is the second enmity, which is very strong. They are, they don't really, Guru really doesn't like Shukra.
Anna, Guru doesn't like Shukra, but Shukra is okay with Guru, Anna.
Yes, Pa, I did say that Shukra doesn't like Guru. Did I say no?
No, it's like not as strong as Surya and Shani, Anna.
I said it is very powerful from Guru's side to Shukra. From Guru's side to Shukra, it is very strong enmity. Doesn't like. The intensity is very high. Then, next is Shukra. Oh, Guru, who is enemy us then? Shukra is Buddha and Shani are friends. For Shukra, Buddha and Shani, both of them are, he likes analysis. Shukra's materialistic world require all the analysis and intelligence to come up with new things. Action, it is required. He has to, whatever passion comes, there is some action required over it. Shani is all about action. So Shukra likes. Whenever there is a passion in you, you want to act upon it. Have you observed it? You'll not have so much of urge to act in any other graha's influence, more with passion. Passion for anything. Getting my point? Immediately want to act upon it. That's why Shani is a good friend. Mangala and Guru are sama. For Shukra, he knows everything. So Guru is not an enemy. Like he knows Guru is not wrong. But he doesn't care because he is promoting something else. And Mangala also sama. It doesn't matter. But what he doesn't like is Surya and Chandra. Are you able to understand this? Surya is all about decisive action and the final ultimate knowledge which he propagates. But Shukra wants the other way around. He doesn't really want to take people towards wisdom. He wants to take more towards material gains. But it's not bad. Don't think that Shukra, oh, he always takes to material gains. It's horrible. No, it's not like that. Shukra's understanding is you can attain spiritual upliftment through material gains also. That's his way of understanding. Everything is the creation of the Lord. So this also requires same level of attention. That's why he is the guru of Danavas. When, he is actually the head of all Shadvargas. Next, Shani. Buddha and Shukra or Mitra. And then Guru is Sama. Surya, Chandra and Mangala are Shatru. Surya, Chandra, Mangala for sure because they are all associated with Surya and Shani doesn't like them at all. Guru doesn't matter to Shani. What he likes definitely Shukra because he supports this kind of, it's like, somebody who is supporting the downtrodden, they want to support them, they like them. So Shukra is the head of all these kind of people only. Rahu, Ketu and Shani. So they like him. Buddha is more of a, what you say, lot of activity with Buddha. Whenever there's a lot of activity, Shani is happy with it. Shani doesn't like non-activity, slow and all this. So it's all about active things. Shani is all about activity. People become lazy when Shani is weak. Done? Any doubts?
Anna, why Shukra doesn't like Chandra?
Yeah, same question.
Primarily because Chandra is associated with Surya. Strong association with Surya. Shukra doesn't like Surya at all. It's more or less like this leftist, Marxist ideas. All leaders are wrong. You should always help the downtrodden, that kind of a mindset.
So what happens? There are multiple friends and enemies in the same house, like which are also said in 12th house, Shani and I think Shukra and Surya also.
That's when Graha Yuddha starts. I told you last time also in the last class where you put
enmity flares, how will it play?
Huh?
Enmity and friendship.
Yeah, it will depend who is winning more, who has more power. It's just like now India Pakistan go to a war. Let's not take India Pakistan. Take the bigger ones who always wants to fight. Russia and America. Now it's like who is going to support Russia, who is going to support America. In World War, Germany
Okay.
started a war, correct? Now, who is supporting? Then finally, what happened? The Allies got the help of bigger friend. The big brother came, US. So their, weight became more. So like that in Grahas also, who is going to become stronger with the better allies, stronger allies? Overall, who is winning? You have to see.
So broadly, if I say the two extremes are Surya and Shani, these are extremes.
Hmm.
They
So
two
if
are always
if
anti.
Shani is alone and Surya is with other Grahas who are friends, then Surya is winning because
Dominant.
Surya has more power. But if Shani's friends are there and Surya's enemies are there, then Shani will be winning more.
And it will also matter that Shani is in his own house. Strength of Shani will increase. Shani is in his own this Rashi.
He is relaxed, that's it. Doesn't mean he is winning. He can be in his own house and being beaten to death by others.
On the contrary, somebody in the Shani's house, let's say, they'll take double war. Obviously, the different pitch and a different player. The
Yeah,
opposite.
quite possible. See, it's all about how much power you have, strength. See, very
Ultimate
simple.
strength of individual, right?
No, you take this example of India-Pakistan, whatever war, 4 days war which happened. You cannot call it a war. War is done when there are two people who can fight. Now, one country is pounding the other one. There is no fight anymore. They go into their house and they are pounding. Why? Because the other side was weak. Yes or no?
Right.
So Shani may be in his own house, but if the other one coming there and pounding him is very strong, what will you do? Same problem.
And this strength is also the same strength we talked about, the strength of Graha in that
See,
bar
one
graph.
more thing I'll tell you. No, this is going very well. This country's example, if you take, you'll understand the grahas very nicely. You saw one-sided, strong country going against one super ultra stupid weak country and losing very badly. But if you take US and Houthis, there is a big, war going on there in the,
Red Sea.
that what sea is that? Red Sea.
Red Sea.
Red Sea area. Now, what's happening? US, one of the most strongest air force, is trying to, catch hold of Houthis. They are not able to because their friends are stronger there. It has good backing of Iran. All other Muslim countries in the, from other side, without knowingly, they are helping them. Yesterday they have, hit Israel also. I have never heard of them before they started hitting, US. You can imagine. I don't know where they were. So now what happened? Even though you have a very strong Graha, but allies are very strong. Good or bad, we are not talking about that. Not possible. Here, strong country, a strong Graha is going to somebody else's house and trying to fight, but the allies are so strong, they're able to ward them off. Getting my point? So this also happens.
Yeah, one query here. You talked about Shukra, very passionate, materialistic, and individual, right? With the Shukra strong, and somehow this person is trying to gain spirituality on his own. Maybe let's say assume it without guru only. He's trying his efforts. His it's a personality mismatch. So he's personally moving on that side, but the grahas are pushing him on the other materialistic side.
There will be a conflict. That's why Guru doesn't like. No, Guru wants you to go towards spiritual pinnacle. But then Shukra is not allowing you to do it. That's why Guru is not happy. See, one of the biggest challenges for spiritual growth is desire.
Right.
And Shukra is the, the HOD of it. HOD principal and dean of that. Getting my point? How do you control that Shukra? Not possible. Once you get passion over something, you can't, just can't. That's the power. That's why we say water with extreme power, Shukra. You see, when you open a dam, go and stop it. That's how Shukra is. You can't. It is very difficult for Shukra's energy, which is moving in one direction, to change it to the other direction. You see, some of the strongest Shukra people, one of the big names which come in mind is Steve Jobs. And his chart, Shukra, is extremely powerful. Very powerful. That fellow had so much of passion in what he was doing. Everybody who worked with him were telling he's a nutcase. So strong Shukra people are like that. When they start doing something with that passion, you cannot stop them. They don't care about existence of the divine, no spirituality, nothing. They just want to attain what they're doing. Now imagine if that same thing turns towards spirituality, which is also possible. Which is actually what happens. When one have that strong passion for something and it changes to spiritual activities. Same passion they'll apply there also. That's how you use the energies.
So will Guru become supportive in that case?
Of course.
What about Rahu Ketu?
There is no friends and enemies for Rahu Ketu. All are enemies. They are very happy making everyone as their enemy. See, somebody who is going and sitting in the house and occupying it, who wants them? Even Shani doesn't like them. They are local rowdies. Nobody likes them. See, all end of the day, even if you take Shani, they all are considered as Devas. Only this Rahu and Ketu are considered as Danavas. By the way, Shukra is okay with these two. Some people consider this as friends. There is a school of thought where it is considered as friends, and that's why they, they give also the who is enemy and who is, in this case, they do use it. Some people do. Not all of them. You don't find it in all texts, only in some texts you get it. And in most of the texts where they give enmity or friendship, Shukra is a friend of Rahu Ketu, especially Rahu. Next. Any other question?
Anna, Guru is the friend of Ketu, maybe.
He may end up being, if he does something which Guru likes, why not? Yeah, because Ketu is considered to be Moksha Karaka. The one who gives moksha. But Ketu's way of giving moksha is very thrilling, for the lack of better words. Everything around you gets destroyed, destruction. It's like Ketu's level of destruction. Ketu is involved. There is no limit for destruction. Everything gets destroyed and you finally see Vairagya comes. This is all life is. Rahu also gives Vairagya. Rahu's Vairagya is like you keep trying to achieve goalpost. Now I reach this, I'm happy. Then you reach there, you will not feel happy. You again put new goal. You go there, you will happy. Like this, you run behind happiness forever and ever and ever and ever. Finally, nothing. gives you happiness, then you get Vairagya. Ayo, this is all life is. So Rahu and Ketu both bring Vairagya, but in their own way.
So they both going to 12th house then?
Both going into 12th house.
No,
That will not happen in the
no,
main
I
chart.
mean any one of them going to 12th house then?
It's very good. I have Rahu in 12th house. Rahu in 12th house, you will be always, going, your goals with spirituality keeps going more and more and more and more. That's good, no? It multiplies. Finally, you don't have anything to achieve. You have to reach that.
On the contrary, if I talk about Rahu or Ketu sitting in the first house or the main Lagna, health,
Then you have to, no, we'll not go into each and every placement, and it will be like,
just like reference, I'm just putting it, not all houses. It's simple first house, main house, Tan house.
yeah,
Person face lot of
see, I have
problems.
already told you logically you connect now. I'm not
Yes.
going to, otherwise what happens, it will become, the gray matter will not work. Let the gray matter work. You know what Rahu is, you know what Ketu is. Now you connect into all, bhavas. You explain it to me. Let's take up a chart. Quickly, we'll take up one small chart. You should not do anything without
Anna,
a chart.
One question, like why 12th house is connected with spiritual transformation Vyaya?
Because that's the last house. That is, first house is your birth. Last house is your exit, entry and exit.
Okay.
And also, Anna, maybe expenditure, everything is going, so nothing is left. Maybe.
Correct. The end of the day, all karma you clear. If you take the very nice point, if you take, what you say, reference of karma, first house is creating, last house is exiting, clearing. So everything gets cleared, nothing more is there. That's why. The one which clears. Interesting. So this is the person who has taken birth just now. No, what is the time? 8:23, yeah? Yeah. So 8:23, this person has taken birth. I am pretty sure there are many babies who have taken birth at this time. Little here and there. So now you see what happens. Or you want to take Rahul Gandhi's chart?
Yes, Bhaiya, please.
Okay. Or most attractive time pass, let's take. Hey, give pa, share pa. Dinesha, you have?
Yes, I know, I have. Sharing.
Or, I'll share it here. Let me take it here. You tell me the birth details.
Anna, once I was doing analysis on Arvind Kejriwal's chart.
That is more funnier.
His Shukra and Guru both are very strong.
Yeah. But very funny chart it is. Tell me the date of birth, pa.
June 19, 1970. Anna.
June
19.
What? Nothing is coming. June 19th, ah?
Yes, Anna.
I think you have to change the year first.
19th?
1970.
1970. Okay.
2143, Anna. 943.
9. The most interesting thing I have seen, this keeps happening to me all the time. One of the number matches the time I am seeing the chart. 43, now 3 was there here. When I opened the chart also, there was 3 here. This happens to me every time I see the chart. Any one of those, either June will be, already when I open a chart, June will be there, or 19th will be there, was 70, some number will be there. It exactly comes in there. This has been happening all through. Very interesting.
New Delhi.
Where, pa?
New Delhi. Anna.
Delhi. It doesn't show.
AM or PM?
Which one, pa? AM or PM?
Medium.
Delhi. I have no idea why this Delhi in Canada is. Which Canada, I don't know. Lagna possible. Hmm. Looks like it's a good timing. Who gave this timing?
You want the time corrected.
Acha. Then that means I am consistent. So this is the chart. Now, whatever I spoke, you start applying to this. You see, let us take the second house, the most interesting house of this chart.
Dhana and Rahu.
Lot of expectations from Dhana.
Keeps us spending too much, expecting a lot of returns. Like keeps spending a lot of money on weeds, but not getting high.
See, second house is also for speech.
Yeah.
Now you see the problem. Nobody knows what he speaks. Even he doesn't understand. Yeah, you see this second house. Rahu. Rahu means what? There is no clear message. It is all masked. Correct? Yes or no? And then who is the Lord?
Shani.
Now Shani has
Shani in Kumbha.
Shani is here. Now you see who is having a drushti.
Shani in Mesha.
Guru is having a drishti on Shani.
So nothing great. For them it is Sama, no? Now you go back. What did we say? What is for Shani? What is Guru?
And Shani is in Mangala's house, which he is not comfortable as well.
Correct. But first you tell me, what is Shani for Guru? We just read now.
Sama.
Sama.
Why Sama? Nothing great. Wisdom is not doing much for. No, as you see, generally Shani is also associated with lower class, working class. Go and tell them about wisdom, divine. You should work for your. I say, go man, tomorrow morning I get my food, that's enough. Are you getting my point? It's not that they're angry. They won't scold you or whatever. It's Sama. It's like they don't really bother. So there is no great support coming from Guru. With some sense has to come from Guru, no? Is there any support there? No. And then she was telling that Shani is in Mangala's house. For Shani, what is Mangala?
Shatru.
So what happens now? Shani is agitated. When you are in Shatru's house, enemy's house, how do you feel? Do you feel very comfortable, relaxed? Agitated. So here, first of all, you have Rahu. And then you have Shani's influence, which is not at all in a good state. No help from Guru. All these are telling horrible speech. Now you may ask, there are so many people who are born in that may have the same thing. Yes, possible. But the intensity will increase or reduce depending on other charts. For this fellow, Lagna Shani only is there in D60. But anyway, we'll come to that later. I will not get into that. But here, if you see, Shani is not at all doing good to his house, own house. On top of it, Rahu has gone and occupied and made his own house. You see now the power of Rahu. So the message which is conveyed is all confusing most of the time. This generally happens with people with Rahu in second house. Generally, because they tend to say something, something else comes out, or they express something else than what they intend to. Their expression go for a toss. Here Rahu also says multiple things. So I can even, gain wealth from multiple things. Can bring in that also. Rahu is there, which you can see. You got the point? You see how we are implementing the friendship? You see, when somebody is a friend, you are comfortable, you are happy space. When somebody is Sama, you are little sad because you don't have any company. Now, if you go to a place where everybody is like neutral, do you enjoy that space? Little more time, you start feeling sad, yes or no? So what they say, for friend, you always are in a happy space. If you are with the Sama person, then you are okay. You become little sad because you don't have much of a company. When you have it with enemy, you become agitated, angry. So there are different states. We'll get into that when we see the, next time when we move further, we'll get into that. Done? So this is one of the ways.
Sorry, one question. In this, Guru's seventh drishti is there on Saturn, right? Then why are we
Yes.
not counting it?
Where is Guru?
10th house.
Who's
Shukra's house.
For Guru? What is Shukra?
Enemy.
Is Guru in a happy space to give results?
No, so it's weak basically. That's why.
Guru is not able to give any results because he is in a enemy's house. Even though he is looking at Shani, not able to do much. And Shani is not a best of the friend for Guru to do anyway. He doesn't bother much. See, when you do something, when he is your friend, for Guru, what is Shani?
Enemy.
Neutral. It's neutral.
Enemy or neutral? Decide.
Sama.
Sama.
Enemy.
Sama.
Now what's happening there? It's neutral. Now there are so many people in front of you in your layout. You will go and help everyone? You're driving in the road. You just randomly get down and start helping because they're Sama to you. They're neutral. Nothing much to do about it. So Guru is in that state. Shani, whatever happens, I am only fighting my war in Shukra's house. Why would I want to go and help Shani? So Shani is not of much use for. Sorry, Guru is not of much use for Shani here.
But are there any pariharas?
There will be always. There is always a solution.
The reason I'm asking is because I have Guru in Buddha's house. Like, I mean, it's in
See, don't take this to your heart of seeing your own chart. It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of other things which we consider. Just to give you example, we take this. That's it. If Rahul Gandhi comes to me tomorrow for consultation, I will read it in a very different way than what I'm telling you. There are so many other considerations we take.
We have one query here for the houses that are empty.
Ah.
There are many empty houses. So those houses will be neutral in their entire journey.
No, who said that? I never said that.
But then Drishti will work on that house.
Drishti also will work. The Adhipati is there, no? Lord.
Adhipati will also.
Just because you have your own house, you have a rented house. You have gone somewhere else. Does that mean you will forget your own house?
Fair.
Yeah. Done. Arey, chalo, it is already 9:30.
Any chances of him becoming Prime Minister in this lifetime?
Not in another 5 lifetimes, at least. No. He doesn't have the yoga to become a prime minister. Somebody has to do some extreme level of parihara for him to even think of going near to it. He also doesn't have.
But on what basis? Yeah, like he's leading the opposition now, right?
That's the
Leading-
maximum. He can only do that.
But he's gotten leading support, right?
Is
So,
he leading?
on the cards, he is the leading one. Though people are always running here and there now.
See, question is, you can become a president of an organization. Are you really a president or are you just there?
Namesake only.
And why are you there is also a question. You have money, you have gone sat there. Does that mean you will get full support from the organization? That's it. On top of it, there is a sinking ship. You are the president of that ship. What will you do? So everything is against. He is a leader, but of something which is of no use. Neither to him nor to the party. Party also don't realize that he is useless to us because it is their bad karma going on. This is what happens when you have bad karma. Such absolutely stunning and, oratory skills are so good and, good intelligent people are there in that party. And all are like donkeys, don't understand whom to elect and what to do because they all are behind one person. Their Buddha has really gone for a toss. But what to do? They don't have any other options because
So here,
they're all.
what stars did we look at when we say that he has a leading capacity or not? Surya is weak.
Surya, you have to check. First of all, he never have good. He will never have good companions. Whomever he considers.
Saja.
No, 7th house partnership. Whomever he partners, they will sink. He will also, or they will sink him. The 7th house lord is Chandra, who has gone to 12th house. But that accents in other divisional charts. Yes, this will not give you the answer, but as you go further, more divisional charts, it gets accented.
For Modi ji's chart, he became prime minister in Shani Sadesati. So
Yes, Sadesati.
So Shani is for like Praja, but how come it supported the Surya?
When you are doing extreme seva, when you identify with seva, Shani becomes very happy. Service. See, all grahas, if you align with them, they are very happy. When Surya aligns with Shani, he is very happy. Imagine my enemy is coming and supporting me. I should be very happy. No? So service is what Shani likes. Non-identity and service. If one is identifying with that, then automatically Surya becomes very powerful. That's why you see all the spiritual masters, they have so much of power and they become so famous. Who associate with service a lot, they do become very famous. Surya will make them famous. They don't want identity, they get identity. It's a paradox, actually. Done? Shall we?
Rahul,
No.
one last question. In Rahul on this chart, like Shani's Drishti is on Lagna, which is again Shani's Adipati. So any like the positive, how to interpret?
I don't remember now. What is Shani? Where is he?
Shani is in Mesha.
Shani is in Mesha, and 10th house from there is Lagna,
Which is Makara.
An agitated and not so happy Shani is looking back at his own character.
Okay.
Correct, no?
Yeah.
And looking at the 10th house also, Guru is there. But his 10th Lord, Shukra, is in 7th house, directly looking at Lagna. It's kind of not a problematic situation, but Shukra is not very happy there. See, a lot of unhappy grahas in the chart.
Then what is good in his chart, Bhaiya? No
Huh?
chart is good, no chart is bad, no? So in his chart, what is good then?
Rahu is actually good for him. Even though he's giving bad results in one way, he'll give very good results in the other direction. His Chandra, which has gone to 12th house, but he will really get good results from Chandra also, who is the 7th Lord. That Chandra is sitting in Guru's place and supporting his Surya. Now here Chandra is also mother. Even though from 12th house, means that same thing will bring him some downfall also, but support also is there, very strong support. Chandra is supporting Surya, no? It's a very complicated chart to read.
Yeah.
Every time you say you got it, you will have something opposite coming there. Nice chat. Interesting chat.
Anna, one question I have regarding our countries. So this chart is from 1947.
Yeah.
But if we look at the history, India has been the only country which has been ruled for 800,000 years in the whole world. So I think about it a lot that what karma, why
You have
this
to go back and take out other charts. See, every time a new birth happens and a death happens. In Ashoka's time, one new name came and new birth happened. Before that, something else it was. Before that, somebody else ruled and that birth and death happened. And the area of the country also kept changing. Once Afghanistan was also belonged to India. Correct, no? So you have to take the chart at that time and read.
Anna, I have a question.
Yes, Pa.
From India's chart, like if the time they posted the independence, the time, if half of the people they don't know, there is some other good time they have posted. From whose perspective we are taking it?
I didn't understand the question, but whatever time we declared our independence was horrible. That much I can, confirm.
If people don't know that time is still like that.
Just because whether you know that there is current or not, current is there, no? Put your hand inside the socket thinking that whether current is there or not. You see, you'll get to know very well. Karma is already there. If just because you don't know it, karma doesn't vanish. This is like you closing your eyes, sitting and thinking that nobody is seeing you. Correct, no? Karma is always there. And also understand one thing. Country by itself doesn't have an existence. It's the people who make it. What will all people go off from India? India doesn't remain India anymore. India becomes Hindustan because of something. India becomes Bharat because of the people. India becomes something else because of the people there. Correct? Are you able to understand this? So it is a collective karma of the people which is defining the course of that country. But then you can ask, what is it defining the course of the karma of the people itself? Why do they take birth in this country? Right? It's a never-ending process. You can go back, chicken and egg kind of a situation there. Done? Chalo, it's already late, pa, 9:40. Then I'll get scoldings. I started late today, so I'm allowed to take a little. What, Masu Mama? Done. Chalo, we'll all catch up in the next class. Go back, take out the charts. Now you know more than most of the Jyotishis know, actually, or rather they remember. Actually, you can do a very good analysis of a chart. If you apply whatever you have learned, you will get better results than 90% of the astrologers. Because most of them forget all these things. They keep on going into some complicated calculation and they forget the basics. In the process of coming up with all Bhayankar yogas, different yogas, some which is there in some text, trying to prove that it is there, they would have forgot enmity only. They would have forgot this whole concept. So this happens a lot, by the way. No, with this story, I think I'll just, my experience I'll share with you. Maybe about 18 years back, not even 18, about 20 years back when I was studying my sound engineering. So one person from my company came to me and they said they wanted me to do some, research on sound. So in sound, there are two things. One is amplitude and one is frequency. So frequency is the domain where you see how the sound is. So he was making a live telecast software for a football. So when football is happening, they live telecast it and the sound, they capture it real time. And when you sit in your home theater and watch, you feel like you are in the theater itself. You are in the stadium itself. That's the idea. So this fellow asked me, can you make the sound of that football sound exactly what it sounds like when you are in the stadium, sitting in your home theater? Can you make it like that? So other job he gave to one fellow from Tata Institute, one assistant professor. No, some PhD guy who was guided by a professor. The amplitude, how loud it has to sound. The ball is somewhere there. It has to increase this much volume. Ball is near. It has to be. So that was supposed to be done by him. Ideally speaking, the frequency domain is difficult, what I took up. So I gave my results in 6 months. I still remember he paid me 50,000 at that time. That was a big amount. So after 1 year, he called me. Said, can you come with me? We are going to Tata Institute. I said, come. I went and I saw this poor fellow. He's sitting with so many papers and he's trying to calculate so many. I've never seen so many, formulae in my life. If you take all the formulae I have read from my first standard to BSc, I didn't see any of so many formulas. Put all those things and no result has come out of him from all these years. Poor fellow, he has forgot the basics. He do basics. He has gone somewhere and all. He has got lost in it. Then I told him, you will never get result from him. You come here, I'll give you. 2 weeks, I gave him that off. They actually did the broadcast of that Brazil 2006. There was a World Cup which happened in Brazil in that time somewhere. They used the same algorithm or the same analysis I gave, and he gave me free ticket to Brazil. I didn't have a passport, so I didn't go. So basically what I wanted to tell is, sometimes you use your brain so much that you forget the basics. Poor fellow, that's what happened to him. He forgot the basics and you are stuck in all somewhere else. That happens with astrologers also. Why this becomes very, very important? You have to remember these basics. No matter how much you study further, if you don't remember these basics, you are going to go wrong in your analysis of the chart. So whatever you have learned, if you apply, you will get fantastic results actually. Little more is there. then it should be fine. You should be able to do a lot of analysis. But you should remember all this and apply it properly. Okay. So stick to basics before going into big stuff. If you open and take out this YouTube, you'll get some huge, big talks. For now, stick to basics. You'll get very good results. Done? Okay. Then take care. We'll catch up in the next class.
Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Anna. Jai Gurudev.
Very good.
Thank you.
Suma, you want to stay back for a minute?
Dinesh.
ఇది నువ్వు టీటీపీకి వెళ్తున్నావు కదా, స్పైన్ కేర్ టీటీపీ.
Recording stopped.